Nata est de sanguine sacrem sanguinem, illa colit sanguine ardent sanguinem, potesta e sanguine furto sanguinem, vincula per sanguine poltum sanguinem, ave ruprum domina, o mater prime luna, libera nos asiti, maledicti filiti. Peace. This video is fulfillment of my promise. It is little overdue, but promise is to be kept. At least I got more time to sort my thoughts about it. I think I've got the idea about the ritual from YouTube channel Universal Mastery. No, I didn't pay for it. It is not even offered there anymore, as the author has moved on to different path. Not that I like it, but it is his own path, so that's fine. However, after listening to some videos, I realized that he described how he does the ritual. And as it goes, he didn't say everything, but he said enough for anyone with serious intent to adapt and perform the ritual. So I realized I can do it. The pattern of ritual was not that complex actually. Right date was chosen, and on that day the object was created to represent a person, put into coffin, and then an initiation ritual was performed on it. Well, along with other coffins already used for other people. Quite good. Initiation done at Universal Mastery was imprinting the astral body of the caster on the people who were paying for this initiation. This effect I did not want on myself. No, I don't want to be a copy of Jeremiah. Really not. The purpose of this ritual was that it would draw one into the darkness, or rather I should speak about Universe B. I think that in Norse paganism the equivalent of Universe B should be Ginnungagap. It is a dimension of chaos but also of infinite potential, and it has effect on how our own realm is forming. In this system, our realm is named Universe A. I think there were more of these universes or dimensions described in this system, but it is of no use to me. In my current development and understanding, no use. Also no use for this ritual. Don't know if you noticed, but there is not everything said about this rite I took inspiration from. In fact, that was great, because the gaps gave me space to fill them myself. And that's great. So I could put there some of my creativity. So I did that, and once I knew what I wanted to do, it was my time to perform the ritual. Or to be more exact, to properly plan, prepare, and then do it. So, to the performing. Truth be told, I had the wrong idea about how long it would take to do preparation work for this ritual. Very wrong idea. However, I'm very glad that I did things as I did. With many pauses, I was working on the preparation work entire day. It ended only in the evening when I was able to do ritual itself. I'm an artist of sorts, so making an object to represent me and to create a coffin, that took a lot of time. But it was worth the time. All the preparation is part of a ritual, and it already focused my mind on the goal I wanted to achieve. It was really fascinating, actually. So, first I created the object and then I began with the coffin. When I look back, it seems interesting how I felt about the coffin. The feeling of sadness while making it actually surprised me, but It was quite appropriate to feel that way. Definitely when making something we so strongly connect with that as coffin. But here is the interesting part. As I was making the coffin, I started thinking about roses. Yeah, roses. I thought myself silly, and as I thought about roses, I had those thoughts like, it's just flowers. And yet I decided that if I want roses in my coffin, this is probably only real chance I can get. So after I finished coffin, I created some roses to be put into it along with supposed me. Which is one of the reasons why the preparation took so long. Not regretting it. I got my roses and truth be told, it felt right. It still feels a little silly, but I got my roses. Somehow I like that. The ritual itself was fast. But it was the peak, it completed all the work. It was the outcome of all that preparating work. In short, I enchanted the object, put it into coffin and sealed it. And that's it. But next day, yeah, now that was something. So what happened? First, I overslept. First time in like 20 years I did not set my alarms. In fact, it was something I was pretty afraid of happening, and guess what? It happened. So I had to drive to work, being stressed by oversleeping. Me, who never drives. Yeah, as bad as it sounds. As dangerous as it sounds too. So I had those two fears I called forth by my dark ritual. Oversleeping and driving for longer distance. Even before I got into my car, I realized, hey, I wanted this. I'm really glad that I realized it because it made everything, well, not really easier, but gave me a reason to stand stronger and face it head on. I summoned this on myself. I called it. I wanted it to happen. And this is how it was supposed to work, so this is exactly what should happen. And when I realized it, I was able to be calm. And I really needed this self-control and calmness. Well, especially behind the wheel of the car. If I didn't, it could have ended pretty bad. So pretty glad. Well, it took me a few days to process what happened, but somehow I died a little, even if only through facing my fears and overcoming them. But it worked, and I think it worked exactly as it should. So after that time I've realized another fact. Initiatory ritual was not stand-alone thing, it was a first step on the journey. But that will be tell for another video and another time. For now, I told you about my vampiric ritual and how it went. And that is enough. So thank you. Go in peace and guard your heart well.